Bills and Broncos on Monday Night Football tonight. I'm going to take a look at the Stokastic NFL DFS lineup generator to find some lineups on DraftKings here. We're only going to be looking at DraftKings in this video. Going to separate DraftKings and FanDuel today, so FanDuel will be a separate video later on. While you're coming in, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification button so you can get alerts when our shows go live. If you haven't already checked out the lineup generator, I believe it is the best value tool on the entire market. For $14.95 per week, you're getting the main slate, you're getting every primetime showdown slate for both DraftKings and FanDuel. It's all included for $14.95 per week. And every lineup you get in the lineup generator has been run through the Stokastic Sims and has been found to be a long-term profitable lineup. So only good lineups here. Check it out if you haven't already done so. The link is in the description of this video. Again, it's $14.95 per week, and you can find the link in the description of this video if you haven't already checked it out. All right, we're going to take a look at some DraftKings showdown lineups for this video. You can choose if you want chalky lineups, balanced lineups, contrarian lineups, or a mix of all of them. That's this all lineups button. I'm going to do chalky lineups here and see if I can find some lineups that I don't think will be duplicated a ton within the chalky lineups bucket. All right, I'm also going to use standard projections here, but if you want to choose your own game script, that's what these 4 buttons are. You can choose whatever game script you want to look at, whatever you think is going to happen. You can choose that game script here, or you can, do them one by one and find the best lineups from each bucket, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to use the standard projections bucket. All right, first lineup we have here. From a correlation standpoint, we've got Russell Wilson in the captain spot with both Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, and Javonte Williams as kind of a secondary pass catcher. So I like that. Correlates really well. We've got James Cook and Khalil Shakir from the Bills. We're leaving 500 on the table. So in general, I'd say this is a really strong lineup, except for the fact I do think this one will probably be duplicated a ton. Sorry, not a ton. I think it'll be duplicated some. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be duplicated a ton. We don't have Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs in this one. I think it'll be duplicated at least a little bit just because we're only leaving 500 on the table, and we don't have any super contrarian pieces within the lineup. So I don't think I would actually use this one for a large field GPP. I'm nitpicking. Again, every single lineup you get in the lineup generator is a long-term profitable lineup. But for me, this is not the type that I like to play in large field GPPs where I'm really trying to avoid duplication. So this one, it's kind of borderline, to be honest, but I don't think that I would choose this one personally. I bet I can find better lineups here. All right, second lineup. I like this one quite a bit more. We have Josh Allen in the captain spot with both Dalton Kincaid and Gabe Davis. Typically, if I have a quarterback in the captain spot, I do prefer to have multiple pass catchers in the lineup for them, and we have that here with Josh Allen. No Russell Wilson in this one. We have the Bills defense. We've got Adam Troutman and Jerry Jeudy are the representatives from the Broncos, and we're leaving 3,300 on the table. This makes a lot of sense to me. Like, obviously, you're leaving 3,300 on the table. You can upgrade any one of these positions to any player up to 3,300 more. I think it's very plausible for no upgrades to actually work out here. Obviously, you could upgrade to, actually, I shouldn't say obviously, I don't remember exactly what Russell Wilson's price is, but you might be able to upgrade Gabe Davis or Jerry Jeudy to Russell Wilson. I think it's very plausible for both of them to outscore Russell Wilson, particularly in a game if the Broncos don't put up a ton of points. So I like this lineup quite a bit. There's one that I would play, leaving, again, 3,300 on the table. Projects for about 84 fantasy points, 129% total ownership. All right, now we have another Josh Allen captain lineup. Don't like this one quite as much. Immediately I see there's no pass catchers from the Bills represented here. Now, obviously, it can work. That's why it shows up in the lineup generator. It's been run through the Sims. This one does win sometimes. Just feels a little bit thin to me. We're only leaving 1,300 on the table and no Bills pass catchers here. My guess is it'll be duplicated at least a few times. I don't think it's going to have extremely high odds of succeeding just because we don't have any Bills pass catchers with Josh Allen. Certainly could work out, but when I've got Allen in the captain spot, I prefer to have at least one Bills pass catcher. We do have Russell Wilson in here with multiple pass catchers, Jerry Jeudy, and then kind of secondary pass catchers in both Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine. Could work out. This one seems a little bit thin to me, so I'm going to skip over this one. All right, now we have a full-on Broncos onslaught. Russell Wilson in the captain spot with Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, and then also Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine. We have James Cook as the only Bills player. It's unlikely to win because it's a full-on Broncos onslaught. Like, you need the Broncos to be putting up a lot of fantasy points for this one to work out. Obviously, a 5-1 Broncos onslaught. But I think that it could work out. I think that there are ways for this lineup to work out. Maybe James Cook just does most of the heavy lifting for the for the Bills. Wouldn't be that surprising to see James Cook just have a lot of success running the ball on the Broncos, and the Bills just let him do it, while the Broncos need to utilize all aspects of their offense to get things going, get creative, use all their players. So I like this lineup. I think it works out from a correlation standpoint, from a uniqueness standpoint. I think it looks like a really strong lineup. So there's a second one that I would use for a large field GPP. Obviously, it's not going to win all that often, but I think it's going to be pretty unique, and it's going to win often enough that I would play it in a large field GPP. All right, so now we have Josh Allen in the captain spot with 3 pass catchers: Dalton Kincaid, Gabe Davis, and Khalil Shakir. And then we have 2 running backs from the Broncos, are the bring back Jaleel McLaughlin and Javonte Williams. I like it. I think this is a lineup that could win. We're leaving 1,100 on the table. We've got, again, the nice correlation there with Josh Allen and his pass catchers. Maybe this is a lineup that works out if the Broncos are able to run really easily on the Bills. Javonte Williams scoring early and often. Jaleel McLaughlin, he's cheap enough, but then also can get involved, maybe scores a long touchdown. The Broncos kind of take a lead. The Bills need to be playing from behind, and then you have Josh Allen just passing to all of his pass catchers. Maybe the Broncos are doing a good job. Patrick Surtain on Stephon Diggs. Maybe he's shadowing Diggs. The other pass catchers need to get a little bit more involved. I like this lineup. I think it's the one that's going to be, not going to be completely unique, but it's going to be probably not super owned. And I think it does have a good chance of winning. So there you have it. 3 lineups that I think look really good, are lineups that I would play in large field GPPs on DraftKings. Now I'm just going to go through and take a look at our final exposures after saving all these lineups. All right, so we got, what do we get? Do we get extra? Yeah, we got some bonus lineups. We got 40 lineups here. 53% Russell Wilson, 42% James Cook, 42% Josh Allen, 40% Jerry Jeudy. Bills defense, Dalton Kincaid, both at 35%, 33% Javonte Williams, and then Courtland Sutton, Khalil Shakir, and Stephon Diggs all at 30%. Makes sense to me. These are all some of the either the highest projected or the highest point per dollar players on the slate are rising to the top in our lineups here. Makes a lot of sense to me. These are a strong spread of players in our exposures across these 40 lineups. So there you have it. Some lineups that I like within the lineup generator. I always recommend using the lineup generator as close to lock as possible after we get inactives. You probably want to wait at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes after we get inactives, just to make sure that all of our info is updated, ownership's updated, projections updated, all of that. That's the best time to run it, is like within an hour of lock. But just get an early look here on what looks good as of Monday afternoon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Good luck tonight.